good night, everyone. Just tonight, God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Sermon Just Spiritual. I'm here to give you some show news on tonight. Now you know yesterday I spoke on the kids were protesting because the teacher didn't want them to speak on Black history. So now today now this is old news, but they have no suspect. You know, this case is unsolved. So now they protesting. So now you got kids protesting violence or crime. So they walk to raise gun violence. Awareness to Prince Georgia County. So now we see again, children is protesting. Against gun violence. Children they have a voice now. They have a voice and they're speaking up. All this wrongdoing is constantly going on. So now we got children is getting involved. So a Prince of Georgia County community is fed up with the rise in gun violence on Sunday afternoon. Then they came together for a peace walk. And they're having a peace walk. Martin King had non-violent. Now these kids are doing a peace walk protesting, to bring awareness to the growing problem that we have it today. So this Maryland, Prince Georgia County, community, violence early this afternoon. This old. So they came together for a peace walk. So this come 3 months after the 13-year-old boy, James was gunned down in front of his home. Why he was leafing raking leaves. This a 13-year-old boy, doing labor outside in the yard, raking leaves, being innocent in front of his home, you know, um, and the police still have, and he was gunned down, and the police still don't have no suspect, and the case is unsolved. So now impacting the family, like James family, they need justice. They want justice, and they said they're not gonna stop. It been 3 months later, they're still not gonna stop until they get justice. But and the community is helping out. So we see a degree to crimes rate in our area. So then we will get no so every day, but we know that I make international effort to spread the awareness because we need to come to an end, to this beyond just this is a big issue. Yeah, it is a big issue. you know it's a big issue with all this killing and all this massive killing, and so now you got children getting involved, you got children getting killed. This crime, all this violence really have to come to an end. So they coming together. This is great. She stated that this is supporting her son. Most importantly, a demand for justice. Not only for the 13-year-old boy James, but also anyone else who lost a loved one in violent crime with killing. They got killed. She says, she done lost her son, but still trying to give feelings and a shout out to anyone else who lost a loved one in a gun violence. She feel no other family. She feel that no other family should have to go through this kind of pain. So we all at a point of enough is enough. So James was shot in front of his home while he was raking leaves back in November. He died a few days later. So now it's been 3 months. 3 months and still have no answer. To this case is still unsolved. So the community and the family, they say they won't stop until they get justice. They say they're gonna keep on. They're gonna keep pressing their way through. So this is old news since November the 2022. 3 months later, this is 3 months later, it been reposted. So now the children protest, now because 3 months later they still have no suspect, and the case is unsolved. So James, that gun, he was gunned down, when raking leaves in front of his home in Distance, Maryland, Georgia County. At some point, enough of gun violence. So we see you're not safe in front of your own home. You're not safe nowhere. Even if you, even in front of your own home. It had this innocent boy, 13 years old, just doing yard labor, and got gun shot down, and he was just raking leaves, and you don't catch too many 13-year-old boy outside doing labor, but now children is protesting, a peace walk, to bring awareness, to this violence, crime. There are still no suspect, and the case is unsolved. Now, it just happened 3 months ago, and the kids was like, enough is enough, and they done a peace walk protest, no more violence, because innocent kids are getting killed. Innocent people is just getting killed, and now it's the kids is getting killed. It's the kids is stepping forward protesting. So enough is enough. The violence. The killing. So that's why um we're gonna be coming up with these policies to try to take much guns as possible off the street and have these stores to sell these guns in a proper manner, to follow these policies, where they cannot purchase these guns the same day, have to have a background check, so that's I'm sorry to hear about, the son, this little 13-year-old boy. We see that he was a precious boy. Catch too many 13-year-old outside cleaning and raking leaves. So that was a good child to be out there doing that, and his life got taken. I give my condolences out to the family. Enough is enough of the crime. It's the killing, the shooting. Enough is enough. And I'm gonna keep on creating policies, and have a meeting with someone to make sure these policies start being active, so we can start getting these guns off the street, because too many innocent people is getting killed, and now you have children is getting killed by gun violence. So that's all the news I have for y'all today, and y'all have a blessed and safe night, and I see y'all on the next video.